Hello, everybody, and welcome into the broadcast. I am Samuel Reese coming to you live tonight here on YouTube and Twitch. It's the final game of the SheBelieves Cup 2021 edition, the 6th annual edition of the SheBelieves Cup. The U.S. have won it 3 times every year. In fact, they've won it for the first time. They're trying to win it 2 years in a row. They were the champions last year back in March, right before the pandemic. Can they be champions this year? All they need is a win or a draw against Argentina tonight. So we're underway from Orlando, Florida at Exploria Stadium, where all 6 games in the SheBelieves Cup have taken place due to the pandemic. The U.S. 6 points through their first 2 games, a perfect record so far with victories over Canada and Brazil. The U.S. in blue tonight, Argentina in their white kits. And I will get to the starting lineups in a moment as Argentina will move it out wide to the far side. Here's Delgado. Argentina, 2 defeats so far, 0 points. Can they get a consolation prize by pulling off an upset tonight? Here they come. Long ball played ahead, and Jane Campbell will get there. Making the run was Yamila Rodriguez. And for a moment there, it seemed like Rodriguez might have had an opportunity. Not a bad start for Argentina. All right, to the starting lineups for the United States. It's Jane Campbell making the start. Casey Kruger, Tierna Davidson, Becky Sauerbrunn, and Kelly O'Hara at the back. In the midfield, it's Christy Mewis, Julie Ertz, and Rose Lavelle. And then up top, it is the front 3 of Megan Rapinoe, Carly Lloyd, and Kristen Press, a 4-3-3 formation tonight from head coach Vlatko Andonovski. For the visitors, Argentina, Solana Pereira is the goalkeeper. Romina Nunez, Aldana Cometti, Adriana Sachs, and Mariana Delgado at the back. Vanessa Santana and Diana Falfon, the holding mids. Yamila Rodriguez, Clarissa Uber, and Milagros Menendez in the midfield. And then it's Soledad Jaimes up top for the Argentinians. U.S. in this first half going from left to right, Argentina right to left. There are fans in attendance, a small portion of fans anyways due to COVID regulations, but there are some in attendance as Carly Lloyd's cross takes a deflection into the arms of Pereira, goalkeeper for Argentina. And despite the U.S. getting 2 wins in their first 2 games of the SheBelieves Cup, they weren't all that convincing, both of them. And, they were 2 quality opponents, to be fair, in Canada and Brazil. Yet there were still question marks, especially after that Canada game. And even in that Brazil game, Brazil put up a heck of a fight. You got to give them credit. And they definitely made it quite nervy at times for the United States. It was 1-0 for a while there until finally they broke through at the end to get the second goal, which would be the clincher. Here is Rose Lavelle. She scored in the SheBelieves Cup opener against Canada. O'Hara now to Sauerbrunn. This is O'Hara's first appearance in the SheBelieves Cup. She was dealing with a little bit of a knock. Here's Tierna Davidson, interestingly playing as a center back in a pairing with Becky Sauerbrunn, which is something different. Davidson, usually when she has played for the national team, has played outside back, but playing a different role tonight. Argentina win a throw-in. So we're 3.5 minutes in. Earlier in the day, Canada and Brazil played their final game of the SheBelieves Cup, and it was a 2-0 victory for Brazil. And so that's why the U.S. need at least a draw. They haven't clinched the title yet, although they are certainly in the driver's seat. Here's Becky Sauerbrunn, the captain. Played out wide to Kristen Press. She can't quite control. And it's cleared to midfield. That's where Casey Kruger will take it. Formerly Casey Short of Chicago Red Stars. Here's Sauerbrunn again. Out wide for Lavelle. That's given away in the midfield. Closing in is Rose Lavelle. It's now played down the line. One back by Sauerbrunn. O'Hara to Lavelle. And that pass off the mark to press out wide, and it'll be an Argentina throw-in. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. I've had a fun time covering the U.S. women's national team in the SheBelieves Cup. And hopefully they can end the night with a trophy. Oh, that's a high boot from O'Hara as she unintentionally caught Rodriguez in the face. Free kick given to Argentina. Or was it actually the arm? Either way, a free kick awarded to the visitors. Let's see the replay here. Yeah, that boot was way up there. I think she caught her. Yeah, that was in the face. Maybe when O'Hara's boot came down, it grazed the arm as well. But Rodriguez is back to her feet. Appears to be all right. Free kick taken here by Aldana Cometti to the edge of the box. The header won by Tierna Davidson. And now the other way, it's Megan Rapinoe. Rapinoe's pass, though, stolen by Vanessa Santana. This pass out wide will be let go. Well, actually, it will not be chased down by press. What's going on, Boris Venn? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Thanks for tuning in over on Twitch. I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. I greatly appreciate that. Bringing you guys some play-by-play commentary tonight as the U.S. take on Argentina, final game of the SheBelieves Cup from Orlando. I'm doing well. I'm doing well on this Wednesday night. Hopefully the U.S. can get the win and lift the trophy at the end of the night. Here's Davidson across the back for Sauerbrunn. Now played ahead to Lavelle. Lavelle gets it to O'Hara. O'Hara, good service in. Controlled by Lloyd. But eventually, she just lost it. The flag raised as well, as Lloyd was apparently just offsides. And so it'll be a free kick going out for Argentina. Well, this was a gorgeous ball in from O'Hara, but yeah, Lloyd just couldn't quite time her run as she would have liked. A hair ahead of the last defender. Carly Lloyd has been getting a good amount of playing time so far in 2021. She, unfortunately for her, she just hasn't been able to find the back of the net. She's been on a goal drought, really. Do a backflip, I cannot do that. That would end in disaster. Unfortunately, that is not something I'm good at. No, I can't do a backflip, guys. I apologize. This is crossed in. Argentina can't clear. Lloyd could not control. Now it's cleared only as far as Julie Ertz. Ertz finds Kruger. Her pass intended for Mewis is stolen by Argentina. Argentina will work it out from the back. It's played to the keeper. Pereira up the middle has her pass intercepted by Ertz. Ertz clips one in. Chasing it down is Lloyd, and her shot to the near post is caught by Pereira. The flag was up again. So offsides was the call. You're going to sleep now? All right. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, guys. All right. Thank you, Boris and Carl. I appreciate you guys stopping by over on Twitch. Here is Lloyd. Bouncing ball controlled by Mewis. Mewis looking for Rapinoe, but it's taken back by Argentina. And Casey Kruger will get there. I might let it slip and call her Casey Short still at times, but because that was her name up until a few months ago when she got married. So it's now Casey Kruger, but Same person. Here's Christy Mewis back to Rapinoe. Rapinoe, a driven ball in. That's blocked. And now Argentina clear to midfield. Becky Sauerbrunn will chase it down for the United States. This is played ahead to Ertz. Ertz looking for press, but it will go all the way to the Argentina keeper, Pereira. 10 minutes played, 0-0 between the United States and Argentina. For both teams, the execution just hasn't quite been there in the passing game. Both teams just feeling each other out in the early stages, as Pereira will send this across midfield, headed by Davidson. Mewis could not take it down, and now Argentina are back with it, played all the way to Pereira. Lloyd with the pressure. Pereira got it off just in time, out wide to Cometti. And Rose Lavelle going in with the slide tackle. And I believe a foul was called as she followed through on Aldana Cometti. Yeah, it wasn't a poor challenge at all. I mean, she did get ball. I guess she got some of the player afterwards, and that's why the free kick was given. And Ertz is fouled by Jaimes. Free kick for the U.S. 3 goals in 2 games for the United States. 1 goal in 2 games for Argentina. But Argentina have allowed 5 in their first 2 games of this tournament. The U.S. haven't allowed a single goal. 2 shutouts so far. Can they make it 3 tonight? Here's Becky Sauerbrunn. Now it's Davidson. Long ball ahead. Lands to the feet of Lavelle. Lavelle out wide for Press. Press curls one in. Headed at the edge of the area. And Argentina do quite well defensively. Kruger chases this down. Taps it ahead to Rapinoe. Rapinoe holding up play. Will now clip it to Ertz. Ertz. Driven ball forward. Looking for Mewis, but it was cut out by the head of an Argentinian defender. That was Marina Delgado. By the way, Argentina weren't originally supposed to be a part of this tournament. It was supposed to be Japan. Japan backed out because of COVID issues back in their country. And Argentina came in to replace them. Ertz with a ball in, bouncing to the edge of the 6, and Lavelle on the one-time strike sends it over. She couldn't keep it down. It fell to her quite nicely. Yeah, so Ertz put it in the mix, and then Cometti was looking to clear, but Argentina just couldn't get it away. It was just last-ditch defending at that point, and then Lavelle just didn't get the contact off her left foot that she was seeking. And it's a goal kick for Argentina after 13 and a half minutes of play. And Argentina throwing here. This is played out wide by Fafan. Maybe Argentina can get something going here. Ball play to the middle is taken away by Lavelle. Press under some pressure. Will win the free kick. Press wants to play it quickly, but Argentina preventing her from doing so. In the end, it's Davidson who puts it in play to Sauerbrunn. Back it goes to Davidson. Sauerbrunn again to Davidson. About a quarter of an hour played, early stages of this SheBelieves Cup matchup between the U.S. and Argentina. Rapinoe to Ertz. Tried to play it wide to Mewis, but Ertz wins it right back immediately. Press, though, not enough pace on the pass to O'Hara. Argentina looking to counter. This is Rodriguez. Press comes in, wins it cleanly according to the referee. Here come the U.S. Great ball ahead into the path of Rapinoe, who shoots and scores in the United States. Strike first. 15 minutes in, it's the U.S. 1, Argentina 0. A gorgeous assist. And Rapinoe with the composed finish. And it's exactly the start that the United States were looking for. How about that? Argentina gave it away in the midfield. It was a questionable challenge, I suppose, from Press, but clean according to the referee. Rodriguez was down in pain, and then what a ball. Lavelle with the delivery, and then right into the path of Rapinoe it went. A one-time finish, and the U.S. are in the lead. Well, the U.S. have now scored in their last 66 matches. An unbelievable stat right there. The last time they were held scoreless, July of 2017 against Australia in a game they lost 1-0. That is unbelievable. Rapinoe's 16th minute goal has put the U.S. on the board. Just think about that. It's been almost 4 years since they've allowed a goal. So I meant since they've been shut out is what I meant to say. Not since they've allowed a goal. That would be even more impressive. But since they've been shut out, I mean, they're a goal scoring machine. I'm curious to know how many out of those 66 games were 1-0 games. I would guess about 20, maybe even 25. I have no idea, though. Rapinoe floats one in all the way across to O'Hara. Here's Kelly O'Hara. Great ball in. Mewis the header, just wide. Chris Mewis, so close. Just marginally wide of the post. And this Argentina defense is getting absolutely shredded at the moment. Going back to that Rapinoe goal, just a really good finish. The assist was beautiful, but Rapinoe still had to finish it off, and she did quite well. Here's Davidson, who sends it ahead. Now with it is Menendez. Menendez with a heel flick, but can't find a teammate. Now for a U.S. throw-in. Well, it's definitely good to see this type of start from the United States. Lloyd chasing it down, and she had the last touch, out for a goal kick. Lloyd clearly in disagreement with the decision. It will be Pereira to take the goal kick for Argentina. Argentina in the women's game for soccer, definitely a federation that's growing. You know, they have their aspirations. They're getting better. They were in this past World Cup and actually did quite well for Argentina. Definitely, they definitely they definitely had a good showing in the 2019 World Cup in France. And I think the future is only bright ahead for Argentina. Yeah, they've been to the World Cup 3 times, 2003, 2007, and as I mentioned, 2019. So they're back on the right trajectory after missing 2 consecutive World Cups. But they made the last one, and now the goal will be to make the 2023 World Cup, of course. They haven't got past the group stage, though. In all 3 World Cup appearances, they did not advance into the knockout round. So that will be the next step once they get there. But one step at a time for Argentina. But they are heading on the right track. They are. And a lot of their players as well in the national team play professionally in Spain. La Liga Women's League is getting more and more better by the year. A lot of quality in that league, actually. Here is Rodriguez. This is sent ahead by Hymas, but no one making a run. Jane Campbell's there. Alyssa Nair got the start. She's the first-string keeper, of course, for the U.S. She got the start in the first 2 games of the SheBelieves Cup. But Jane Campbell, the backup, gets her turn tonight. Try to impress. A lot of changes made from Vlatko Andonovski. O'Hara, Davidson, Kruger, Mewis, all making their first starts of the tournament. And for some of them, their first appearance of the tournament. Kruger steps up, and she was fouled. Free kick for the United States. The foul committed by Milagros Menendez. Yeah, just falling through on Kruger. Quite an easy decision for the referee to make. Already about midway through the first half, here comes the free kick. Rapinoe standing over it. The goal scorer for the U.S. tonight. Oh, redirected by Ertz. It went straight to the keeper, Pereira, but that certainly was a good effort by Ertz. You never know with those type of redirections. Fortunately for Pereira, it went right to her. As Press wins the throw-in for the U.S. O'Hara takes the quick throw-in. The U.S. trying to play with a quick pace as they have from the start, really. Kruger out wide. The U.S. with a majority of the possession as expected. Rapinoe to Lavelle. Lavelle's touch gets away, but it's right back with her. Out wide again to Rapinoe. She'll find Becky Sauerbrunn. Davidson gets it back from Sauerbrunn. Now out wide with O'Hara. O'Hara cuts it inside. Taken away by Argentina. But the one-touch pass will trickle out of bounds from Hymas. Quick throw in again. O'Hara down the line to Lavelle. Lavelle to the end line. Clips one in. Chested by Mewis. Mewis can't get a shot away. It's cleared to about midfield where Becky Sauerbrunn will take over. Ertz to Davidson. Davidson now. Cross for Kruger. Now it's on the near side with O'Hara. Well, Lavelle with Santana all over her back. Draws the foul. Yeah, the U.S. looking to do everything quickly. Here's Kruger. Ball into the back post. Press back across for Mewis. And just out of the reach it was of Christy Mewis. Great intention from Kristen Press, who sent this ball back across the face of goal. First of all, the delivery spot on from Kruger, and then Press just looking for the head of Mewis. And too far ahead it was. What a golden chance that was for the U.S. to double the lead. That's sent out. Argentina throwing here. It'll be Marina Delgado to take it. Delgado up the line. Now it's with Lavelle. Here's Becky Sauerbrunn. O'Hara. 20 minutes left in the half. It's played into press. Press gets around the defender. Through ball. Lloyd is in. Carly Lloyd for goal number 2. She plays it across, and Rapinoe has her second of the night. United States 2, Argentina 0. It's a brace for Rapinoe. An unselfish pass from Carly Lloyd. And Rapinoe with the tap-in. The U.S. are flying at the moment. It was a nice job by Press to get around the defender. The through ball opened up Lloyd, and then Carly Lloyd with the awareness to just play it across for Rapinoe, sliding in and putting it away into the empty net. And Lloyd with great deception as well. She had her eyes on goal the whole time, certainly fooling the keeper as Pereira came out to close down the angle. And at the last second, Lloyd setting up her teammate, and Rapinoe makes it 2. Meanwhile, almost right after the kickoff, Romina Nunez is booked for Argentina. Yellow card given out for her challenge. Well, Vlatko Ananovsky has to be pleased with this start from the United States. Let's see what happened here. Oh, yeah. Nunez just taking out Carly Lloyd. No intention whatsoever to play the ball. So that's the first card. Pereira sets up her wall. Kristen Press standing over the U.S. free kick. Curls one to the edge of the area. One-touch pass, Lloyd to Ertz. However, Julie Ertz offsides. Yeah, looking at that goal again. A round of applause from Vlatko Ananovsky on the sideline. That was just brilliant decision-making from Carly Lloyd to find Rapinoe at the last moment. Beautiful team goal, really. Carly Lloyd, by the way, with 299 caps for the U.S. Women's National Team. That's third most. Here's Rapinoe into Lloyd this time, and she strikes the post. Nearly a third. Lloyd is in disbelief. It might have took the slightest of deflections, or else it would have gone in. Let's see the replay here. Last time it was Lloyd to Rapinoe. This time the other way around. No, I don't think it did take a deflection. Lloyd was just off balance as she shot that ball, and she's been so unlucky this tournament. You feel like her goal will come soon. Mewis back to O'Hara. O'Hara, what a ball in, but Press gets it all wrong. I think it went off her leg in the end and sailed wide. The U.S. creating all sorts of opportunities right now. Yeah, Press might have been offsides anyways, but the flag was never raised, and she just mistimed, miscalculated that service. But the U.S. getting real close to a third goal, that's for sure. And they're right back at it. Lloyd lays it ahead to Rapinoe. Rapinoe's ball in, lands to Lloyd. Her strike blocked. Chasing it down is Lavelle. She'll leave it for O'Hara. O'Hara has her cross blocked by Rodriguez. And the U.S. corner kick is on the way. Half an hour played. The U.S. 2, Argentina 0. Both goals from Megan Rapinoe. Here's the second corner of the night for the U.S. But before it's taken, the referee will have a word, it appears, with Rapinoe and Santana. Now Press is ready for the outswinging delivery. Here it is. Floats across. Here's Kruger with the effort. That's blocked in traffic. Argentina clear it out of the box. Back with Kruger now. She finds Davidson. Now it's back with Kruger. Christy Mewis fighting for it. Taken away by Adriana Sachs. Argentina, though, with a poor giveaway at the back. It's played ahead to Rapinoe. Back to Press. Her shot saved. Rebound. Press sends it over. What a chance there once again for the U.S. Rapinoe setting up Press. Her shot might have been deflected. It was a nice save by Pereira. And then Press had a second opportunity. Just could not put it away. We now see a substitution. Kelly O'Hara coming off for Emily Sonnet. You don't see first half substitutions too often. However, O'Hara, as I mentioned, recovering from an injury. So she can only take it, one step at a time right now. And so she plays 30 minutes tonight in her return. And Sonnet comes in to replace her at right back. Here is Lavelle. Lavelle in space, in stride down the right wing. Rose Lavelle, good ball in. Played behind. And now the U.S. will win it back. Rapinoe puts one into the mix. And as Lloyd stretched out for that ball, she committed a foul in the process, taking out Cometti. Lavelle so explosive down this right flank. And in the end, her cross was played behind everyone. It might have taken a slight deflection, as a matter of fact. I'm not entirely sure. Here comes the free kick. Argentina in no particular hurry at the moment. They're just thankful at these stoppages that they can catch their breath, in all honesty. This is Sauerbrunn. Kruger's pass. Just ahead of Mewis. Kruger wins it back. Here is Sauerbrunn for the United States. She's looking wide. Gets it to Emily Sonnet. Sonnet to Sauerbrunn. Now here is Davidson for the United States. Wide for Sonnet. Sauerbrunn, through ball. Beautiful. Into Press. Press looking to cut it back. Press back onto her right foot. And it's good defending in the end as Argentina win it. And that's off of Rodriguez. Quick throw in by Sonnet. Press. Great ball in. It got by Lloyd. And now it's Menendez who will send it upfield only as far as Kruger. The United States not wasting a second. Sauerbrunn for Ertz. Now here's Mewis. Mewis to Lloyd. There's the goal. Carly Lloyd has found glory at last. And the United States take a 3-0 lead over Argentina in the 35th minute. Finally, the goal that Lloyd has been long seeking as of late. She just hasn't been able to find the back of the net. She finally gets one, and it must be relieving for her. As good as it might feel, she must have plenty of relief. A fist pump at the end. Great assist by Kristie Mewis to set up Lloyd. Pereira just seemed a bit hesitant as to whether or not she wanted to stay back or come off her line. And Lloyd took full advantage, making the run to the near post. One-time finish. Goal number 3 for the U.S. And after games against Canada and Brazil where the goals didn't come easy for the U.S., they're coming fast and furious tonight. So now we've seen 2 out of the 3 strikers score. It's now Christen Press's turn. We'll see. It wouldn't be surprising if she also got in the score sheet. She did score on Sunday against Brazil. Scored what turned out to be the game winner in that one. Under 10 to play in the opening half. 3-0 the U.S. in firm control. Sonnet to Sauerbrunn. Now it's sent out wide off the head of Rodriguez for U.S. throw. Here's Ertz. Now it's Press. Lavelle, nice flick ahead. Sonnet making the run. She'll get there. Cutting it back to Lloyd. Here's Carly Lloyd. Through to Mewis. Mewis denied. Nice save as Pereira stood tall. Now it's with Rodriguez. U.S. takes it away. This has been the story all night so far. Here is Carly Lloyd. Now it's with Sonnet. Back for Sauerbrunn. Davidson. Once again to Sauerbrunn. She'll switch fields. That's read nicely by Marina Delgado. But it's sent right out of play by her. Argentina just cannot retain possession at the moment. "38 minutes played. Thanks everyone for tuning in. This is flipped ahead. Rodriguez with a nice pass. Now it's Jaimes. Rodriguez knocked off the ball and loses possession. Here's Becky Sauerbrunn. Winding down here in the opening half of play. Out wide for Press. Press with a positive touch towards goal. Christen Press to the end line. Went for the shot off the side netting. Probably would have done otherwise on second effort, but she wants her goal. She did have options across, and it was always going to be a very tight angle for her to try to put that one away at the near post. Here's Pereira with the goal kick. Shouts for a handball. Nothing called. It's played ahead by Falfan. But back with the United States. Argentina, it seems like, can't even hold on to possession for more than 5 seconds at the moment. That nearly got through to Mewis, not quite. Kruger comes in. Bouncing ball, controlled by Lavelle. Ahead to Rapinoe now. Rapinoe who's a goal away from a hat trick. And she will win the free kick for the United States. Five minutes left in the half. Here is Becky Sauerbrunn. Nice one-touch pass out wide. Lavelle to Sonnet. Back to Lavelle. Lavelle looked to slip by the defender, but the ball just escaped her grasp. And it will be an Argentina goal kick. A reminder that the men's CONCACAF Olympic qualifying will be March 18th to the 30th. I will be on the call for the U.S. games for those men's CONCACAF Olympic qualifiers. Looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully the U.S. men's team can get into the Olympics at last, because they've missed out the last 2 times, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And they've got obviously a lot of young talent. Oh, a nice touch. Mewis opens herself up and finds the goal. Christy Mewis slots it into the back post, and it's the 4th goal for the U.S. in the opening half of play. 4-0, the U.S. over Argentina. What a finish. Well, Mewis had the assist on the last goal, and this time she gets the goal. What a finish that is. Yeah, just giveaway in a bad area by Delgado. And the U.S. are a team that will capitalize. And that's exactly what they did here. Mewis actually forced Delgado into the turnover. Kruger returned the favor back to Mewis. And then Mewis with a nice touch to open up space. Head down. Always looking for goal. And the finish was superb. 41st minute goal. And Mewis has scored the 4th one of the night for the U.S. Ertz. Now Lloyd to press. Out wide it goes to Sonnet. Sonnet back to press. Into the middle it's Tierna Davidson. Davidson seeking out Rapinoe, but that pass is cut off. Argentina with a rare spell in the U.S. half of the field. Now back into their own territory. We switch to the near side. Here is Romina Nunez. Nunez for Rodriguez. A dire situation for Argentina. All the way across to the far side now. Davidson cuts out that pass, sends it out of play. It'll be an Argentina throw-in. 2 minutes from first half stoppage time. Thanks all for tuning in. 4-0. 2 goals from Rapinoe, 1 from Lloyd, and 1 from Christy Mewis. It's been as close to perfect of a first half as the U.S. could have imagined. Sonnet wins that aerial duel with Rodriguez. Press back to Sonnet. It's now played into Lloyd. Lloyd back to Kruger. Tierna Davidson to Becky Sauerbrunn. We'll see how much first half stoppage time there is. This is sent ahead. Can't get through to press. Here's Lavelle, though, who wins it back. Lavelle will switch it. On the left side, it's Rapinoe. Rapinoe into Lloyd. Lloyd tripped up. Nothing called. And that garners some boos from the crowd. About 4,000, I believe, in attendance at Exploria Stadium tonight. Well, let's see. I mean, there was a little bit of contact, but That's never enough for a penalty in my mind. Lloyd was looking for it, in all fairness to Argentina there. Shouldn't be that much stoppage time. Press looking to win the battle. It's now Ertz who leaves it for Lavelle. And in fact, there'll be no stoppage time. Right as we reach the 45-minute mark, the halftime whistle blows. It's the United States 4, Argentina 0 in a completely lopsided first half. Megan Rapinoe, the brace, Carly Lloyd and Christy Mewis also getting on the score sheet. The halftime report is next. Stay tuned. It's all the U.S. here on YouTube and Twitch. Welcome, everybody, into the halftime report, all U.S. in the first half of the SheBelieves Cup finale. And let's quickly go over the first half highlights. After 15 minutes, Megan Rapinoe would find the back of the net to score the opening goal for the United States. Great through ball by Rose Lavelle right into the path of Rapinoe, who made no mistake on the one-time finish. About 10 minutes after that, in the 26th minute, it would be goal number 2 for Megan Rapinoe and the U.S. Lloyd setting her up. Just a great assist Rapinoe with the tap-in, and the U.S. would still have much more to show for in the first half. 35 minutes in, it would be Lloyd who would get a goal of her own. Rapinoe with a great flick ahead to Mewis. Mewis with a ball across to Lloyd, making the run to the near post. Another one-time finish to make it 3-0. Then in the 41st minute, it would be Christy Mewis herself who got the assist on the previous goal, who would score this time around. Great finish with the left foot, finding the back post, and it's the United States in cruise control. Well, coming up after the break, I'll let you guys listen into an interview with Jason Kreis, the head coach for the U.S. men's Olympic qualifying team, which are set to take the field in Mexico starting March 18th for those Olympic qualifiers in about a month's time. So that's on the way. Stay tuned. I'll be right back. Welcome back in, everybody. Halftime in Orlando. Look at the CONCACAF Men's Olympic Qualifying United States schedule. March 18th at 5 Eastern, they'll take on Costa Rica. On the 21st at 6:30, they'll face the Dominican Republic. And then on the 24th, they'll take on their big rivals, Mexico, at 9:30, the top two teams in the tournament. So both teams that make the final will make the Olympics this summer. let you guys listen in to an interview with Jason Kreis, who will be the coach of that U23 team for the Olympic qualifiers.
Selection for us here in the next week or so as we prepare to put our best foot forward to qualify for the Olympics.
Hi, Jason. Would love to know your thoughts on Efren Alvarez being on 2 different preliminary rosters for that qualification. And what are the chances we see him suiting up for us?
Obviously, an interesting situation with a young, really, really high potential player in Efren, a player that's available to play for both Mexico and the U.S. He has represented Mexico's youth national teams, and so now really the choice is his. And it's a situation that we don't want to put a whole lot of pressure on, but we do want him to know how highly we regard him and how big a future we think he could have in our national team programs.
Jason, we saw the preliminary roster, some 48 names. Most of those players are playing in Major League Soccer. Of course, the European teams don't have to release those players. So take us through your timeline right now. How do you go from that 48 to get it down to a more reasonable number before you end up with the 23 that you'll take for Olympic qualifying?
Yeah, the big benefit that we have is we have the ability to have those players in Guadalajara for about a week to 10 days before we actually have to turn in a final roster. So we'll get down there on Sunday this weekend. We'll start our training sessions on Monday, and we'll see what we've got. We've got to narrow the roster down to 20, actually, not 23, 3 of which are going to be goalkeepers. So it's going to be a really difficult process and a difficult selection for sure.
Thank you, Jason. Good luck.
You're very welcome.
All right, there you hear it from Jason Kreis. It'll be a very tough decision to decide who those 23 players will be that represent the U.S. in the men's Olympic qualifiers in about a month's time from Mexico. Well, after the break, it'll be second half kickoff between the United States and Argentina. 4-0, the U.S. woman up big, looking to win the SheBelieves Cup for the 4th time. Hello, everybody, and welcome back in as I am Samuel Reese. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast tonight between the United States women's national team and Argentina in the final game of the 2021 SheBelieves Cup. The U.S. appear to be well on their way to victory and another title at the SheBelieves Cup. They've won the first, third, and fifth editions of the SheBelieves Cup, and but they haven't won yet 2 consecutive SheBelieves Cups. It looks like they're going to change that around this year. Number of changes made from the U.S. and Argentina, it looks like. I'll tell you all about them as soon as I get all of that information, as we are underway in the second half of action. The U.S. going from right to left in the second half. Argentina going from left to right. And Julie Ertz with the takeaway. She'll win the throw-in. Rapinoe looking to take it quickly. She has 2 goals so far through the opening 45 minutes. 4-0, U.S. with a commanding lead. All right, here are some of the changes. Lavelle was replaced by Haran. As Morgan's in, but offsides is called. Alex Morgan, speaking of her, came on for Lloyd. Oh, no, actually, it wasn't offsides. The referee brought it back. A foul was called at the edge of the box, and Midge Purse came in for Casey Kruger. So those were the 3 halftime changes by Vlatko Andonovski. And I believe Argentina made a change as well, although perhaps they didn't. Sorry. Yeah, those were the 3 U.S. changes made. Yeah, Argentina did make a change. Stabile came in for Nunez. And that was the change for Argentina at the break. All right, well, the U.S. not missing a beat, it appears. They have a wonderful opportunity on a free kick just outside the box. Both Haran and Rapinoe standing over it. Rapinoe takes, curling it over the bar. Not too far away from a hat trick there. Rapinoe mad at herself. She wanted a third right there. Yeah, she was trying to dip it, just could not enough anyways in the end. And it's a goal kick for Argentina. Pereira takes the goal kick. Header won by Sonnet. Chasing it down is Alex Morgan. Morgan, nice pass ahead for Rapinoe. Rapinoe can't get it by the defender, Aldana Cometi. But that pass stolen by Purse. Purse looking wide. Her pass intercepted. Some pressure here on Cometi. She'll lay it back for Fafan. Rapinoe with a near steal. Looks like she fouled Delgado, but the referee plays advantage. Argentina looks to switch. That falls to the feet of Haran. Now it's Tierna Davidson ahead for Lindsay Haran. Haran to Ertz. Now wide for Sonnet. Sonnet, good ball in. The header by Morgan lands into the hands of Pereira. Morgan was just unable to generate any power whatsoever on that header. But this is definitely exactly the start to the second half that the U.S. wanted. And the substitutes providing a spark as well. Not that they need it. Here's Tierna Davidson. Over to Becky Sauerbrunn. Now it's Lindsay Haran. Haran with a long ball forward, flicked on by Mewis. Rapinoe has space on this left-hand side. However, the flag is raised, and Rapinoe is called offside. Well, the SheBelieves Cup, at least this year, essentially, a warm up to the Olympics. It's just the way it's staged, where you play every 3 days. That's exactly how the Olympics are. So it's good to test the fitness levels of players, and of course, see in a competitive tournament where the team stands from Vlatko Andonovski's standpoint, and which players, of course, impress him most importantly, because he will have to cut down the roster to 18 by the time the Olympics come around. So here is Ertz over the top. It goes all the way to the feet of Pereira. 5 minutes gone in the second half. 4-0 U.S. Well, 4 goals in the first half. You just have a feeling that there's more on the way from the U.S. Rodriguez gets out of tight space, and foul committed by Midge Purse. Free kick awarded to Argentina. Argentina, well, a tough situation to be in, really, where they've been completely outplayed, which wasn't unexpected by the way. This U.S. team is a whole nother level above Argentina, with all due respect to the Argentinians. They are, heading in the right direction, as I mentioned, but it's still the U.S. that they're facing, and that's clearly been evident tonight in this game, as Argentina will make their second change. Substitution on the way. It'll be Menendez coming off, and her replacement will be Larroquette. So that's the change. Actually, there'll be 2. We'll see Huber come off for Mayorga. So Mayorga will go in up top. It's now 3 changes for Argentina. You're allowed to make 6 in the SheBelieves Cup. The U.S. have made 4 changes so far, 3 for Argentina. And that's played all the way down, and it will be a goal kick for the U.S. Jane Campbell will get some rare action here. The goalkeeper for the U.S., who really hasn't been tested tonight. She's only had the ball at her feet on a few occasions. Haran to Sonnet. Now it's back with Davidson. Wide for Sauerbrunn. Sonnet again. She'll go wide for Haran. Lindsay Haran trying to thread it through to Rapinoe. Gets it back, but the pass cut off, and now Argentina looking to take it the other way. That goes out for Argentina throwing. A collision as Rapinoe went down. We play on. It's cut back into the middle, and now to the feet of Jaimes. Yeah, and they say it's off of Sonnet. Emily Sonnet can't believe that decision. Nonetheless, a throw-in given to the visitors. "53 minutes played." As the U.S. will work it out from the back. Here's Becky Sauerbrunn. Now it's Haran. All the way on the far side, it's Purse. And here the U.S. come. Purse with the ball in. It deflects out of play. And a corner kick here for the United States. Argentina did a lot of defending in the first half, and It's the same story so far here in the second half. Kristen Press will take the corner for the United States. The third of the match. Here's the outswinger. It's bouncing down to Sonnet, who sends one in on goal. Getting in the way was Delgado. Now it's back out wide with Sonnet. Sonnet to the end line. Clips one in. And sent away. The clearance by Delgado, I believe. It's now controlled by Purse under some pressure from Rodriguez. Purse, though, gets away from Rodriguez. Her pass knocked out of play by Stabile. And the U.S. quickly put it in play on the throw. And 10 minutes gone in the second half. A 4-0 lead for the United States. Argentina back with it. It's out wide with Larroquette. Argentina with actually a decent spell of possession here. It's played back by Fafan. That's taken away by Sonnet. Here now is Tierna Davidson. Julie Ertz through the midfield. Ertz goes wide. Now it's Davidson for Sauerbrunn. Head it goes to Press. And that pass turned right back over. Falfon to Cometti. Now it's with the keeper, Pereira, who goes out wide. This is Adriana Sachs. Nice steal by Sonnet. She keeps it in play on this near sideline. Sonnet gets it, the return ball from Rapinoe. Sonnet cuts it onto her right foot. Delivery in towards Morgan, but the Argentina defense able to manage a partial clearance. Now they get it towards midfield, but Sauerbrunn steps up. Haran back for Purse. Now here is Sonnet out wide. Played down the line by Davidson, but way too much on it. No way Rapinoe is getting there. And it'll be a goal kick for Argentina. Let's go back to that possible handball. Oof. That could have been a handball. I thought in real time it was an opportunity a few minutes ago when a cross was sent in. It was dealt with by Sachs of the right back for Argentina. And I thought it struck her arm in real time. Looking at the replay, that could have been called. There's no VAR at the SheBelieves Cup, though. Here's Haran. Oh, can't get it through to Morgan. Good takeaway by Cometti. And it was kept in by Rodriguez, but taken away by Purse. Purse, ball in. Just got out of the reach of Rapinoe. And it'll go all the way out of bounds on the near side. More substitutions now. Argentina will make a change. It'll be Falfon coming off. So the left back exits. And her replacement will be Ippolito. So both teams have now made 4 changes. 2 substitutions available for each team. Sauerbrunn blasts it ahead. Press can't really get a firm touch, and now Argentina will look to take it the other way. Bit of pressure here from Purse. Nice combination play. Morgan ahead to Press. Press with the cross cut out there by Sachs. Now Press providing the pressure. It's taken away by Lindsey Horan. Horan at the corner flag. And it'll be a goal kick. Horan thought it was a corner. Press did as well. But the U.S. don't get their call. Now we're in 4-0, U.S. on top. 30 minutes to play in the final game of the 2021 SheBelieves Cup. Well, it's a nice first touch by Larroquette. U.S. with relentless pressure. Clean challenge to win it by Horan. And she'll find Press. Press towards Morgan. And Pereira corrals that one at the very edge of her box. It's running a fine line there. She was right on the line of the 18-yard box. Had she been one step forward, she would have been outside. And that would lead to even more disaster for Argentina if that had been the case. Here's Sauerbrunn. Horan back for Davidson. Now it's Julie Ertz. Horan back to Davidson. The United States in a very comfortable position at the moment. And that's last touched by Yamila Rodriguez for a U.S. throw. Midge Purse will take it, but not before another substitution is made. And it will be Julie Ertz making way for Jalen Howell. Howell, young player for this U.S. national team, a bright future ahead for her. And we'll also see another young player, Sophia Smith, replace Megan Rapinoe. Smith, a year older than Howell, I believe. Howell just finished her college career with Florida State. Argentina will also make a change. Rodriguez will come off for Oviedo. And so, interestingly enough, Vlatko Andonovski has made all 6 substitutions just 62 minutes into the game. So it'll be these 11 for the rest of the night. Argentina have one more available substitution if they choose to use it. What a night for Rapinoe, 2 goals. The U.S. free kick has been awarded. They've got numbers in the box here. Delivered by Press. Headed away immediately. The one back by Press. Press into the box. Press going for goal. Oh, it's just wide. Quite the effort there. It went across the face of goal and just wide in the end. Press, the only striker that hasn't scored tonight, out of the starters, that is. She's now the only striker, actually, that started that's still in the game. She started alongside Lloyd and Rapinoe, who each got on the score sheet. Now she's with Morgan and Smith up top. Pereira takes the goal kick. Headed down to Horan. Horan sends it down the line. Here's Sophia Smith. Smith into the box. Nearly lost it. Keeps possession. Smith still into the end line. Cuts it back. It lands to Mewis, who sends it just wide. Nearly a second for Christy Mewis. The skill of Sophia Smith on full display there. Meanwhile, at the other end, it appears Becky Sauerbrunn is down for the U.S. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, she collided heads there with, I believe, Howell, her own teammate. So she will slowly make her way to the sideline. The captain, Becky Sauerbrunn, of this U.S. team. She appears to be all right, but you always have to take those head injuries extra serious. Argentina with an unforced turnover again. How many of those have we seen tonight? Throwing around midfield now. Sauerbrunn is waved back on, so she is able to continue. It's thrown in down the line towards Morgan. And Morgan can't quite win it, although she does force Santana to play it out. A U.S. throw in here as we approach the three-quarter mark of this game. Sauerbrunn to Howell. Haran finds Press. Press looking to curl one in. That deflects off the backside of Mayorga and out for another U.S. corner. It's Press who heads over to take it. '67th minute. Thanks all for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoy. A lot of congestion there at the edge of the 6-yard box. It was off of an Argentina player, so the U.S. will have another crack at a corner kick from that same side. Here we go. Here's the in-swinging delivery from Press. Loose ball. Smith shot blocked. Howell can't get there. Sonnet comes in, plays it over to Sauerbrunn. Now it's on the far side with Haran. Haran going for the nutmeg. Couldn't get by Delgado, though. And that'll be shielded out for a goal kick. Nicely done by Cometti. Or rather, it was not Cometti. It was Jaimes all the way back for Argentina, shielding that ball and making sure that there would be a goal kick. Here's Purse. One-touch pass from Morgan. Can't connect. Argentina back with it, but that's turned over to Purse. Once again, the U.S. back with it. Flicked ahead. It was headed eventually by Sox, and the U.S. with some more pressure. Here's Rodriguez. Oh, sorry, Jaimes. It's given away. Here's Smith at the edge of the box. She was looking for Morgan, but they weren't on the same page. Morgan was not making the run, and it'll be a goal kick. Give me one moment here. There we go. No goals in the second half so far. All of the damage up to this point coming in the opening 45 minutes of play from the United States. That header won by Haran. Smith in a battle here. It's won by Argentina, though. Here's Ippolito. Nice move, but Howell nearly comes up with the steal. It was a heavy challenge. Advantage played, and now play will be halted down is Jaimes for Argentina. It was unintentional from Howell, but Jaimes definitely feeling the effects of that challenge. It's been a long night for Argentina. It really has. Here's Press flying down the left wing. Press floats one in, but it's comfortably caught by Pereira. "20 minutes now to play. Winding down here in the 2021 SheBelieves Cup. It's Pereira who punts it downfield. Howell with a nice touch, controlled now by Press. Mewis, who scored the 4th goal, back to Sauerbrunn. Now it's wide with Midge Purse. Here's Sauerbrunn again. Horan finds Davidson. Now Sonnet. Horan out wide for Press. Yet again, Horan. The U.S. with all the possession here. Argentina getting fatigued at this point. This is played ahead for Sophia Smith. Smith dancing on the ball, shielding it away from Cometti. Now laying it back for Purse, but her pass goes out of play. It'll be an Argentina throw-in. Oh, high boot there to the face of Alex Morgan. The yellow card will come out. Second booking of the night. First one came very early on to Romina Nunez, who's since come off. This card will go to Vanessa Santana. Free kick for the U.S. They've had a lot of good looks from set pieces, but none of their goals have come from set pieces so far, surprisingly enough. Here it comes, Kristen Press. Good ball in, just over the head of Mewis, and that will trickle over the end line for an Argentina goal kick. Well, the SheBelieves Cup MVP finalists include Adriana and Dabinha of Brazil, and Rose Lavelle and Kristen Press of the United States. We'll see who ultimately gets that MVP award. It has to go to a U.S. player, right? It has to. I think it'll be between, I think it'll come down to being between Lavelle and Press. I'd probably give it to Press. I probably would. Not that she's necessarily been better than Lavelle. They've each had a goal this tournament, but just because we knew what to expect from Lavelle, and I guess you could say that about Press as well. But I had my questions about Kristen Press. I know she's a great player, but she hadn't played for the national team in quite a bit. She was making her return, and she's looked good. She's looked good, getting a lot of action here in the SheBelieves Cup, which is good to see, and she's impressed me. So I say Kristen Press. We'll see who ultimately gets the MVP award of this SheBelieves Cup. About a quarter of an hour left. An Argentina throw-in taking place. Marina Delgado will take it. It's down the line to Hymas. Howell on the header for the U.S. And Mewis with the takeaway. She finds Haran. Haran with pressure behind. Looks to play it wide, but it's turned over. This is sent out wide by Santana. Now it's Delgado. Argentina throw, and it will be. 75 minutes played. And the last substitution of the game will take place now. Coming off will be Sole Hymas. She'll be replaced by Kamara. Sonnet kept it in, but it's taken away by Argentina. That pass ricochets off the foot of Mewis, and now it's back with Sauerbrunn. She'll get Jane Campbell involved for the first time in a while. Campbell back to Sauerbrunn. Here now is Howell. Lindsay Horan to Emily Sonnet. Now it's Sauerbrunn. Purse driving forward for the U.S. Purse still going. She's defended on that far side by Stabile. And the U.S. will win a corner. Or will they? Nope. The goal kick's been given. Pardon me. No. Corner kick was given. Excuse me. I was right the first time. All right. Christy Mewis will take the corner for a change. It has been press all night. But now press will be an option in the box. Here we go. 77-minute mark. Mewis sends it in. By the keeper, Morgan can't get a clean touch. Oh, wow. She was right there at the back post waiting for it. I think she was a bit surprised that it got all the way through to her. Yeah, it's a driven ball, and Pereira was in no man's land. And then, yeah, Morgan just... I don't know. I think she was trying to control it, and it just got away. Just caught flat-footed in the end, and could have easily been goal number 5 right there for the United States. But it remains 4-0. About a dozen minutes to go. Time winding down in the SheBelieves Cup finale. Flicked ahead by Morgan. She can't get around Sox, though. Sox up the line. Chased down by Sonnet. Sonnet will find Campbell. It's now out wide with Purse. Purse plays it ahead, and it's tapped out by Argentina. Here is Davidson. Now it's Lindsay Horan. Thanks all for tuning in. Really hope you guys have enjoyed the broadcast tonight. Tomorrow I'm planning to be on in the afternoon for some Europa League round of 32 second leg whip around coverage. Should be a lot of fun. 8 games simultaneously taking place. Planning to do that 3 Eastern tomorrow. As that cross lands into the arms of Solana Pereira. This punt is a driven one, and it won't find Ippolito. Out for a U.S. throw. Purse will take it. It's cut off by Stabile. Back with the U.S. though. Here's Alex Morgan. She takes a fall. Argentina win it back. Nice recovery though by Smith. And now it's Howell for the U.S. Davidson across the back for Sonnet. 10 minutes remain. U.S. up 4-0 over Argentina. A dominating performance from this U.S. team tonight. And they'll capture their second consecutive SheBelieves Cup title. Here's Davidson looking for options. Plays it short to Haran. In the middle, it's Sonnet. Haran to Sonnet again. Now it's wide for Davidson. Davidson accelerates. Floats one into the back post. It stays in play. Mewis controls. Back to Smith. Sophia Smith looking for a shot. Can't get one away. Now it's back with Purse. Mewis in tight space has it stolen ultimately by Ippolito, and now it's up ahead with Oviedo. Mewis with a near steal. This will be taken away by Howell. I get the sense that a fifth goal is coming. We'll see. Into the middle with Haran. She finds Sauerbrunn. Now out wide, it's Purse. Purse back for Sauerbrunn. Wide it goes to Tierna Davidson. Press with a nice ball. Davidson, delivery in. Ball's loose in front. And somehow it didn't go in. Argentina managed to clear it. Now under some pressure in their own third. The steal by Press. Haran to the feet of Morgan. Back to Haran. The shot nearly got by Pereira, but she grasps it out of the air. Haran was going for the chip. Nearly succeeded. Argentina probably just desperate for the final whistle at this point. Pack their bags and head back home. Well, give them credit. They came in on late notice to replace Japan in the SheBelieves Cup. Even though they will finish 0-3, it was definitely a valuable experience. You know, this team has to face stiff competition if they want to make more progress going forward. You're going to have to face challenging opposition if you want to improve. That's just the reality. That's off of Press. She's voicing her displeasure. Throw in taken by Delgado. In steps Sauerbrunn. Nicely done. And she finds Sophia Smith. Smith driving forward. Smith still going. Through ball into Morgan, who scores! Alex Morgan with goal number 5 for the United States. And that 5th goal has come in the 84th minute. The first one of the second half. They had to wait a while, but it's Alex Morgan who gets that 5th goal for the U.S. just to cap off what's been an impressive performance in the final game of the SheBelieves Cup. Great job by Smith. Just really confident driving forward. Questionable defending from Argentina, but Smith able to seek out Morgan. Great pass ahead. And then Morgan with a nice finish. One-time finish. It's not easy that. Pereira was closing in, trying to cut down the angle. And Morgan had the awareness to know that she was coming out. just able to get it over Pereira and find the back of the net. And the U.S. extend the lead. Can they get a sixth here? Christy Mewis misfires there as it curls away from goal and out for a goal kick. What a night. So look at the SheBelieves Cup history for the U.S. In 2016, they won the tournament. 2017, very underwhelming. They finished in fourth. In 2018, they won the tournament. In 2019, they were runners-up in second place. Last year, they won the tournament, and this year they'll win it as well. So, as I mentioned earlier, for the first time, they will win the SheBelieves Cup in back-to-back years. Consecutive titles for the U.S. in the 6th annual SheBelieves Cup. We're now into the final 5 minutes of this one. Consolation time at this point. Header won by Sonnet. Howell finds Davidson. Sonnet with a couple of nice moves, both by two Argentinian players. Now it's Press into Haran. Back to Kristen Press. She'll switch it. Out wide on the far side. Purse accelerates by Ippolito. Now it's wide with Smith. Smith, good ball in. Cleared only as far as Midge Purse. Now Smith back in for Morgan. Chests it down to Mewis. Back with Morgan. Morgan strike deflects just wide. Nearly a second for Alex Morgan. It will be a corner kick. And the U.S. won another one. They won a 6th goal late. .87 minutes now played. It's Christy Mewis standing over the United States corner. Curl to the back post, headed to Press, who puts it away. It's a 6th goal for the United States. The assist by Haran and a tap-in for Press as she heads it home. And now all 3 strikers that started the game have scored. An 88th minute goal makes it 6-0. The U.S. are loving life right now. Great job by Haran to get to that ball. Nice corner kick in by Mewis. Haran across the face of goal, finding Press, who was left unmarked. And you can't really make that mistake. And Kristen Press with the finish off the post and in. And the U.S. with a dominating victory tonight. And it's not done yet. Maybe they can get a 7th now. They certainly aren't slowing down, that's for sure. That's out for a U.S. throw. Here is Howell. She'll find Haran. Haran down the line into Sonnet. Sonnet still with it. In comes Howell at the slide. And it's maintained by the U.S. Purse in all kinds of trouble. And eventually a foul is called against Argentina, who just seem to be getting a bit frustrated at this point. And now a yellow card will be handed out. So the third yell of the game, they've all gone to Argentina. It's Ippolito, the substitute, who's booked. Yep, it was for her retaliation after the foul had been called. Good service in, the header by Morgan just over the bar. Wow, right off the free kick. The U.S. hungry for another one, but that just might be the last chance of the night. Yep, Morgan was undoubtedly onside. Found herself wide open with the chance, and no stoppage time required. It's a dominant victory for the United States as they defeat Argentina by a final score of 6-0 in Orlando at Exploria Stadium. And the United States women's national team are your 2021 SheBelieves Cup champions. Back-to-back years, the U.S. win the SheBelieves Cup title. They go 3-0-0. A perfect record, 9 points, and not a single goal allowed through the 3 games in this tournament. Back-to-back shutouts. And what a way to cap off a successful tournament for the U.S. Look at the SheBelieves Cup winners since the tournament started. In 2016, it was the U.S., 2017, France, 2018, U.S., 2019, it was England, 2020, it was the U.S., and now in 2021, it's the U.S. again. The United States win the SheBelieves Cup for the second time in a row. The first time that's happened, they won the first, third, and fifth edition, and now they win the sixth. And a well-deserved SheBelieves Cup title. And what a way to cap it off. In the final game of the tournament, the U.S. dominates 6-0, the final score over Argentina. 2 goals from Megan Rapinoe, 1 from Carly Lloyd, another from Christy Mewis. And then in the second half, it was Alex Morgan, the substitute, and Kristen Press getting on the score sheet as well. Well, before I sign off, let's hear the post-game thoughts of Megan Rapinoe, who had a brace.
Your game tonight and your teammates in game 3.
It was good. I mean, we wanted to come out fast as always. It's always dangerous to leave teams hanging around, so I definitely didn't do that today. Just tried to find the space, be aggressive. Found myself in the middle a little bit more. The Nines better be careful, leave me up there scoring goals, but just trying to get up there and take the chances.
Well, 3 goals tonight, Megan, or 3 goals in this tournament, excuse me. And I want to say I paid just one of the players to watch the tournament, so thank you for coming through for me. But more importantly, want to know about your celebration the other day. What was so special about it?
Obviously Ash and Allie aren't here. They've just welcomed the birth of their baby girl, Sloan, so I just had to give them a little shout out. They live in Orlando, and we haven't been able to see them, obviously, because of COVID and everything. So it's kind of a bummer for everyone not to be able to see the new baby. So just give a little love to the new one. We can't wait to meet her. Obviously, having kids around the team again, with Charlie here, is amazing. We haven't had the, really little ones on the team in a long time, so we're all super excited and just so happy for them.
You got to give us a heads up next time so we know what's coming with that celebration.
Yeah.
I know. I got to keep you guys on your toes.
Yeah. Megan, you're looking good after a year of rest, as you said, right? Let your body heal. Now what's next for you, because the NWSL season is fast approaching?
Yeah, really excited to get back in the NWSL. Obviously, I took all the time that I could possibly take last year, but I think it really did do me well. I think the NWSL and all the teams and players have done incredible jobs with the protocols and keeping everybody safe. So looking forward to getting back with the team. As far as we know, the Olympics is happening, so preseason will be good for us. A couple games coming up in April, and then really looking to start the season so we can get that consistent play. I think that's the next thing that I am really looking forward to, is just those consistent games and a consistent training environment for us all to play in.
congrats on your game and winning the trophy again.
Congrats,
Thank
Megan.
you. See you guys.
All right, there you have it from Megan Rapinoe. 2 goals tonight, 3 in the tournament, and the United States are your 2021 She Believes Cup champions. That will do it for my broadcast design. Samuel Reese signing off, saying good night. 6-0, the United States defeat Argentina in a rout. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye for now.